My name is ELD, and this is Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Ball Games in Bellingham, Mass. We are starting out with some Legacy here. Matt on Gruul Stompy, a new build he's been working on, a Gruul red-green list, using Elvish Spirit Guides, Simian Spirit Guides, Once Upon a Time, Land Grant, all sorts of cards that you don't often see. They are certainly legacy powerful level cards, things that are played in Belcher, for example, but you just don't really see them along with Chalice of the Void up until now. And the Bone Crusher Giant, the adventure part of that, I believe, is Stomp. Both sides of that card very relevant here, as it's a body to actually get in there. It's also good removal. Lucas on Blue-White Delver has his work cut out for him here, facing down Chalice of the Void. And Bone Crusher Giant gets bounced. Teferi means that he can't just stomp out the Teferi. Blood Sun. 3-mana cantrip. And he plays Land Grant. Seasoned Pyromancer. That's requiring a read from Lucas. Another card you don't see a ton of. Land Grant taking some of the surprise out of this situation. And going for a stomp on that Teferi. He has been cleared. Another land's added to the board here, and a back to basics. Ooh. That is rough. Back to basics, very good here for Lucas. And a Spell Queller? What is he up to? Prismatic Vista adding to the board. True Name Nemesis. This is spiraling out of hand very rapidly. We've got flyers and unblockable guys. Matt has seen enough. Wow, that took a turn for the worst very quickly, or the best, depending on which side of the board you're sitting on. Lucas taking down game number 1. Man, that back to basics is brutal. Very powerful tool right now versus many of these mid-rangey strategies, prison strategies, decks that are just loaded to the gills with non-basic lands and not necessarily a lot of ways to get basics. Even if they could get them, wouldn't necessarily be good enough. A deck like Stompy is going to be very happy getting City of Traders, Ancient Tombs, really cheating the mana curve, getting to their spells several turns before they're supposed to, if they were just playing Magic the way Garfield intended, so to speak. But hey, at the end of the day, he did put that set of unlimited or alpha moxes and Black Lotus into the game, so mana acceleration, always a possibility. Just so happens that it's really good to break the fundamental rules of Magic. More than 1 mana a turn, more than 1 card drawn per turn, and that is where I like to be. See what Matt can do on the play. Lucas appears to have main deck answers to just about everything there with the Teferi. Perhaps a Blood Moon on Matt's side would be welcome. Though I don't know if we've seen it yet. We've definitely seen the Blood Sun. Turn 1 Blood Moon on the play can do a lot of work. Now Lucas does have a lot of basic lands. Possible he can draw them and largely ignore that, but more often than not they're going to need to use fetch lands to go get their basic lands, and that's why Blood Moon is such a powerful tool in these Stompy decks and these prison-style lists that have the acceleration to be able to get it down before you can get any basics. If you can completely lock your opponent out from any colored mana aside from red, you're going to be in a much better situation to be able to win with some of these less exciting threats like the Spirit Guides. And this is actually casting Land Grant. He's got another land in his hand. That is not exciting start there. Taking 2, tapping out. Land Grant imprinted on a Chrome Mox and Delver. Much more traditional start. Blood Sun. That gets Force of Willed, interestingly. Lucas just not interested in having his mana base hindered. Into Stoneforge Mystic. This is a no-nonsense draw from Lucas. I was a little skeptical of forcing the Blood Sun there. It didn't seem like it would be all that important, but looks like that was his only way to get to this turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic, and if he gets a Batterskull in, this may just be all she wrote. Chalice at 1 and a Sword of Fire and Ice, and no bodies on board. Looks like Lucas is potentially set to just cruise to victory here. Delver's still not flipping, which is somewhat comical. Guy just refusing to flip. Happy to do beats as a 1/1. Batterskull likely to be coming in here during the end step. It enters. We've got a Germ. And gonna stomp out the Delver. Never had a chance to flip. Likely to see 5 damage crashing in. And there it is. Getting the Stoneforge as well. Might as well when you've got Ancient Tomb on the other side. If Matt does tap that Ancient Tomb, he is facing down lethal on the other side. Every little point of life can matter. And there's a back to basics. And Matt does not have the answer. Lucas taking it down in 2. Back to basics. May just be the MVP there. That is all for this one. But don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.